a little bit. 390 applications statewide. They are still going through to determine whether or not all of these 390 are eligible. Maybe you've finished that by now, Robin?
It is very close to being finished.
Okay. We expect to have some decisions made probably late April, early May by the department.
Actually, what we're planning to do is we've gone through and kind of done a first cut at which projects we think are eligible, which projects we don't think are eligible. We're going to be sending those back to you for your review, okay, and for you to prioritize, ask you to get back to us, and then final decisions will be made after that.
On behalf, we the county, on behalf of all of the applicants submitted the applications, so all of these applications we think are consistent and eligible. Now they may not be, but we did the work on behalf, for example, of Colt or the City of Lebanon or other applicants. We just thought that was our responsibility, so we think there's some consistency with what we provided to you folks.
Right,
hopefully there is.
And you're far ahead of the game.
Your program operation, and you can actually participate. Terry's been involved in those. So on the transportation side, we think we know a great deal about how the new program is going to work and function, and that's why we presented to you today the projects to advance with that stimulus money. But there's a lot of other aspects of the legislation we don't know a great deal about, so we have a lot more to learn. And I think Earl wants to talk a little bit briefly about those before we jump back and talk about transportation.
Congressman Holden's office, I believe about a week ago, and what I've asked for, and Matt thought it was a good idea, and he's going to try and make it happen, is a workshop-style educational session for all the community organizations and municipal representatives, commissioners, representatives to the state, organizations like Colt and the Chamber of Commerce. I talked to Ray Bender, Housing and Redevelopment. We're getting a lot of questions from the public that frankly we can't answer right now with regard to what types of projects might be eligible for funding, what's the application process, what kind of deadlines exist, you know, all those kinds of things. And it was my recommendation, and I thought it was a good idea, that we have some type of centralized workshop-style meeting where Tim Holden would bring up some experts from Washington that are working with his staff and answer our questions, give us a presentation to get us off to the right start on that, and then we can
the bridge project is, as you can imagine, monumental, and it is a bridge for traffic through the city of Lebanon. So it is, I think, not just a city bridge, but a county bridge as well. So, and we need your help. It started out 14 years ago at maybe, I don't know, 10 or 15 million dollars, and now is up to $45 million. The city's portion of $45 million, the city's responsible for 5%, is now $2.25 million, which causes us some concern. We've made, Penn DOT has been great to work with. Your highway department's been great. We have, we're working toward getting some of the demolition separated from the construction part of it, which I think will save money and certainly alleviate a lot of the liability problems that we have now, insurance-wise, and lots of serious problems. So you've all been working very well, and we appreciate that. And just to give you a little background, if we're going to ask for money, I guess you need to know what we're going to use it for. These are properties that will be taken, and thanks to the work of the engineers, the property is surrounded with a blue circle. We actually can do before the main construction's let out, which would help enormously. Liquid fuels cannot be used for right-of-way. They can only be used for the construction. So that, again, caused us another financial problem with that part of it. We can use liquid fuels for the construction. However, that's going to take away what we need to do to keep our roads in good shape through the city of Lebanon. I have included the scheduled paving for 2009, and that might be amended with some of the winter damage. We had a lot of freezing, potholes, that kind of thing, so this could conceivably be more than that.